you've been sticking with us all this time, you know that we've had some incredible guests. Well, one of those guests was so incredible, I had to have him back. Today, we have the wonderful opportunity to talk about something that means a great deal to me. Spiritualism. Connecting with our true spirit. Are you ready? Today, we have, once again, the incredible Reuben Silverbird. Reuben, what a pleasure to have you back. I'm thrilled to have you here. Last time you were here, we talked about my life in two worlds. You helped open my eyes to the importance of connecting with Mother Earth, of understanding that we need to bring back traditions. Today, you're here to talk about, oh boy, a whole new book that's in the making. Heavy subject. So, I'm going to try to do something I don't do very often. Be quiet. To give you the opportunity to help us connect to the spiritual world. Reuben, what do you have for us today?
Well, you know, the spiritual world is very unique. A lot of people come to me and say, I've lost the spirit, I don't have spirit. Mm-hmm. And I tell them, we're all born with spirit.
Yeah, you just have to find it.
But we must work at spiritualism. Mm-hmm. That's important. If we don't do that, we can't strengthen it. It's like a muscle within us. We either work towards it or we don't. We think positive, which we're also born with, positive and negative. Okay? We can work on the positive or work on the negative. And in my brain, for instance, they're there, so I devote 5% to negative and 95% to positive. Mm. By doing this, which is more powerful? The positive.
Oh, yeah.
So whenever I find myself, and it's no different than anybody else, in a negative situation, I think of the positive side that could come from that.
Yeah, and it's so difficult in our world today because the media is just filled with killing and pain and suffering, and we're surrounded by it. Negativism is everywhere, and to be able to come through it all with a positive feeling takes strength and time and patience.
And what's going to make it change is humanity.
Yes.
Humans.
Yes.
You know, I always suggest holding hands in a circle. And if people did this all over the world, you know that the world works on spiritualism too. Mm-hmm. The world we live in has a spirit, has an energy.
Yes.
And we can strengthen that energy.
We need to tap into that energy.
We must give to Mother Earth the energy to go on. You know, we're not doing that.
No.
Also, people say to me, meditation. Okay? Meditation is important, yes, but who has time to sit for half an hour, 2 hours meditating?
Yeah, when you're working 2 jobs and trying to raise the children and
Absolutely.
Pay the mortgage. And
yes. So I came up with an example of how to be able to meditate in 3 minutes.
Really?
Okay.
I can do 3 minutes.
Okay, because there is one thing that we have, I call the 2 words of the 21st century.
Okay.
The first word is rush, speed.
Yeah.
Everything has to be done in a hurry.
Welcome to New York.
Okay? When do you want this job? Yesterday.
Yep.
Okay?
True.
Speed. And because of speed, what comes after the speed? The word that I hear so often from people, stress.
Yes. Think about our educational system, where children are given 43 minutes to learn English, and then 43 minutes to learn math, and then and everything is just like timed and speed, and you're right.
Deadlines.
Deadlines.
Okay? So, whenever you find yourself in that stressful moment, Remember the film Network? Anyway, there was a film where the man said,
Yes.
go to your window and yell out, I can't take it anymore.
Yes,
I'm not going to
yes.
take it anymore.
Right.
Okay? Well, instead of doing this, when you feel at work this stress, go into the toilet, into the bathroom, or into the storeroom where you feel alone, and just close your eyes, take a deep breath, and go away. Okay?
Sounds good
And
to me.
here's the example that I use. Musically, I use it.
Really?
And what I usually do with an audience, I tell them, look, I'm going to teach you how to go to a different place,
Wow.
to a different space. And then I take an instrument,
Wow.
okay? This is from the earth, with earth elements, okay? And I have them close their eyes, take a deep breath, and then I tell them, go away. But then I tell them, don't go do what this one young lady did, because I also close my eyes and as I play. I said, I did this with this young lady, and when I opened my eyes, she was gone. She actually left.
Oh, no.
No, I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to physically leave. I want
Mentally
you to
and spiritually.
mentally
Right.
and spiritually. So, we'll try that example now
Okay.
for a few minutes here.
Wonderful.
And you can close your eyes.
I will.
And whoever else is in here can do
Good.
the same.
Cameraman, don't close your eyes too long.
please.
We need you to
Okay.
run the cameras.
So, here we go.
Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. Peaceful. Chance
Now-
to get away without getting out of your seat.
Vin, where did you go?
My goal. Inner peace. Inner.
You went to inner peace.
Yep.
If I were to ask everybody here where they went, the answers would be, I went to a mountain. I was an eagle flying. I was by a river. And here's the unique part of this whole situation, is that when I visit a school with children, they have almost a replica of the same answers that adults have,
Wow.
which proves one thing. They have a brain.
Yep. And that we are connected
And we should
spiritually.
respect that brain,
Yep.
okay? Because they think. And this is the one thing, when you come back, you've been to a space where you completely forgot the stress. That's the answer.
Yep. That is the answer. Because stress can kill.
Of course. Of course, especially if you think about it more too often. The more you think about it, the more it's going to hurt you.
So, one of the things you're saying is that the best thing to do in all of the chaos of the world that we live in all day long is to sometimes get away from it all by going inside, connecting to the beauty of the world, spiritualism, Mother Earth, and appreciating what we already have.
And all this because we have a beautiful brain up there to do it with. We don't give credit to the brain that we have.
No.
The power that we have with this brain.
Yeah.
We don't use it. I mean, I tell people, how many of you get up in the morning, open your eyes and say, oh, thank you?
Yep. Too much time is spent on material gain rather than spiritual gain.
And spirituality, in a way, is missing in the world as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And it's there, but we're not working on it.
Now, you've shared spiritualism with some very important people of the world. Who were some of those people that you've met and shared spiritualism with?
Well, this little flute has been number one. It did the mayor of Jerusalem.
Wow.
I did at the Wailing Wall in Jerusalem also. I did. All of a sudden, I got in the center and I started playing my flute in full regalia. I was wearing my head dress and all.
Wow.
And I closed my eyes and started playing. And when I finished playing, I noticed that I was surrounded by people of all faiths.
God, that's a key.
Including Hasidic Jews.
Wow.
Okay? And it was beautiful to see this. Because it's the magic.
Yes.
It's not it's an energy.
Spiritualism has no boundaries, no colors.
None. No passport.
That's right.
It goes where we should be going today. It's like I say to people too. Wherever you go, take a passport, but take a smile with you.
Yep.
The smile sometimes can be more important than the passport.
Wow. And you've met Clinton and Arafat and some.
Yes, I 4 weeks before his passing,
Wow.
I was in Ramallah.
Wow.
And I visited with him. We talked a little about important issues. And then I did a blessing for him.
Wow.
With my flute.
Wow.
Bill Clinton, when he was on his campaign, I sent him my DVD, which was a CD DVD, the first one in this country, by the way, that was 2 hours long.
Wow.
And I sent it to him, and I said, while you're on your bus campaigning, you can use this. And he responded. He wrote me.
Wow.
No internet at the time.
Yes. Yeah.
It was a letter.
Wow.
Okay? And
I hope you saved it.
yes, but you know, I traveled so much.
I know.
These things are misplaced.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it was Bill Clinton's signature. I've done it before an audience of 1.5 million people right in front of the White House.
Wow.
On a big, huge platform where 1,000 spiritual leaders came in from all over the world to be there. I was one of them selected for a blessing.
Wow.
And this is important. I've been recognized this way in the world. But I've had struggles as well.
Speaking of struggles, you are now in the middle of a new book. And this new book is pretty heavy stuff.
That's where the struggle begins.
Yep.
Because I'm considered a spiritual person. I've got songs. I'm also a writer of musical songs. One called In This World, where it says, children of all colors will see a new way of harmony, togetherness, and fair play. Only through love and peace they'll ever see a new day. So these are songs that I have. But, you know, my struggle is within my people's world. as much as I have been able to travel myself, I don't see my people doing the same thing because they can't.
Right.
They have a stumbling block psychologically.
Oh.
And my new book has to do with that.
Now, your new book has a very interesting title.
The title is Reservations.
And the subtitle?
Psychological Genocide of the Mind.
Powerful words. Psychological genocide of the mind.
Yes, because the reservations still exist. We don't call them reservations anymore.
But they are.
But they are, and the soldiers are not there guarding anymore, but they were established as a concentration camp.
Exactly, almost like a prison.
That's right. So in this book, what I do is I've researched in Europe why this happened, why these intelligent Europeans, with all this super wonderful intelligence that they had gathered in from the 1st to the 14th century, could come and do this to our people. And it's a unique story because it tells you there what happened. You see, the Europeans were not really to blame for what happened. They were brainwashed, indoctrinated, if you will, into being a certain way. And they brought this to my people. Like Columbus landing on our shore, for instance. I mean, this man, of course, the greatest navigator in the world, made a mistake. You know, he came to the wrong land and he called us Indians. We're not Indians. We're not from India.
That's right. That is right.
We're original natives in this land. And then he made another mistake. He was also colorblind because we're not red.
That's true. You're not.
You see,
red.
So a lot of things like that. But on top of that, if you see any portraits of Columbus landing on the shores, you will also see a priest or a monk holding a cross. One will be holding a musket and the other one a Bible. You see. So all this has a lot to do with what happened to our people. And our people had an interwoven faith at the time that was closely related to, again, Mother Earth. Mm-hmm. Our faith is still closely related to Mother Earth, because can we live without Mother Earth?
Certainly not.
I mean, it's proven. Look at what happened to New Jersey. A place that I haven't seen in a long time, but I saw it. I cried because I knew this area so well. Yet it happened. Mother Earth is not happy. It's happened over and over again. And it's going to continue to happen.
And it's frightening. I mean, there could be a time when we can't even go outside already. You go outside and get a suntan or try to breathe the air.
You can't do this.
There is no air. I mean, it's actually dangerous to breathe the air, to drink water. There are towns and villages where they have to have bottled water because
Absolutely.
they can no longer drink the water of Mother Earth.
Yes, this is, in fact, it calls for a drink right now.
Yeah,
And
there you go. I'll drink to that.
the best thing you can have, too, water.
Yeah.
My father would say to me when I was 9 years old, and we were coming through the Yuma Desert, he'd say, son, someday they're going to sell the water.
Wow. Yeah, and you say, yeah, right. I can't believe it. Do you know there's places where it costs you $2 for a bottle of water?
More than more than gasoline.
Yes, that's right.
Was it West Virginia, where they couldn't drink the water because of an infection or something?
Yeah, and places around here.
In 1 hour, After this happened, all the stores were empty shelves of water. People went and bought the water. Now, this could happen.
Yeah.
This could happen.
That's
this
wrong.
is
And
a
food.
dangerous thing.
You can't grow vegetables in some soil because it'll make you sick.
All these things are happening. They're realistic. We're not
Yeah.
paying attention.
Yeah, we're not paying attention.
We are not paying attention, and our youth are frustrated
Yep.
about all
Yep.
this is happening.
And confused. There's so many mixed messages out there. Children don't know what to believe anymore. It's what you said in the last show, you know, traditions, beliefs, respect. We've lost respect for Mother Earth, for each other.
My new book, speaks about a lot of different subjects. Not only about Native Americans, it speaks about a lot of the people of the world, because a lot of the people of the world populated
Yeah.
America,
Yeah.
you see. And it was wonderful that they came here and they became tycoons, some of them.
Yeah.
Others are living well from it, but they have forgotten that basic
Yep.
love of Mother Earth.
Right.
It's a respect.
Right.
The word is respect. If we lose that respect, and we are not doing good for our families by not spending time enough on certain days with that family, teaching them the respect that we owe this world.
So busy trying to get more.
That, more is nothing.
Yeah.
Material things are
Yeah.
nothing compared to a little happiness of the one thing that you can have within, and it has to start with family. Family, it grows there.
Yeah.
A tree without a healthy bottom root
Yep.
was not going to have beautiful leaves.
Yeah.
And we're getting to that point.
Yeah. Yeah, we're losing sense of our roots, our foundations, the
Right.
very things that keep the world as a world.
40 years ago approximately, a group of our people, Orrin Lyons was there, a good friend of mine from the Oneidas here in New York, and 40 leaders from not only America, natives, but South America.
Wow.
We went to the UN and we told them what we need, what the UN needs, is more spiritualism and love for the environment.
Think of the title, United Nations.
Oh, please, please. That is another thing too. It's the most disunited. I've been a UN representative for 5 years, and I tell them it's the most disunited, and that word is so misused.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't want to say this, but this is the United States of America.
Yeah.
We better start getting a little more united.
United, that's right. And
We better start thinking more about the people
Yep.
of this country.
Yep. There has to be more attention to unity.
Absolutely. Unity and togetherness. There are things missing. To me, I love the circles of holding hands. We were talking earlier about, I wrote a new song now titled Listen to the Drums.
Oh, wow.
And drums are worldwide today.
Yeah.
Everybody's even making drums.
We have a group here in Putnam County called the Ninum Singers, the Ninum Mountain Singers. And they do a whole thing with drums that's just absolutely beautiful, that connects very much the way you connect us with the flute. They connect us with the drums.
Well, I didn't bring my drum today,
Oh, and you,
but
yeah.
I do the same
But you
thing.
do drums too? Oh, wonderful.
Absolutely. And I've written this new song,
Wow.
which there's an arranger from Oslo, Norway,
Wow.
who is he spent 10 years in Beverly Hills, and he's arranging the song because
Wow.
he fell in love with it.
So music is a spiritual connection as well.
Music is healing.
Yeah. And it's as
Song.
old as time.
Song is healing.
Yep.
Dance is healing. And this is what I promote also in my seminars. I don't care if it's just a drum. I don't care if you tell me, oh, well, I can't sing. Go in the shower and sing. But sing.
Yep.
You know? And this is missing in some ways because people sing,
Yep.
but they don't do it spiritually with all their heart completely. You should learn to sing, dance, and play an instrument. I don't care what it is.
Yep. It's just to connect with the spiritual world, and music can do that.
Absolutely. I mean, how many times have you heard a melody on radio or anywhere and a tear came to your eye?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Well, Reuben, your message is very clear to me. We need to sing the song of Mother Earth. We need to sing songs of unity. We need to be one. We need to respect each other. Can't send them off the reservations. We need to know that our beliefs are not the only beliefs that exist. We have to embrace the beliefs and spirit of others. We have to send a message out to our children. We have to send a message to ourselves. It is always a pleasure to have you here. I always hate when the clock ticks to the end of our show, but your message is everlasting. It's eternal. Always more than 28 minutes long. What a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you for having me again.
Oh, a pleasure to have you here. You need to appreciate Reuben's books as well as his music. His new book will be out soon. You need to watch for it. We have been advertising at the bottom his website for you so that you know where to go to learn more about what Reuben believes and what you need to believe. Thank you for being here. It has been our pleasure. Reuben, as always.
Thank you again.
Peace.